Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Dwayne Kimball, United States Army veteran and retired VA rating specialist. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing from the VA's M21 manual reference who they are stating can complete a mental health DBQ. A lot of veterans get this wrong and have the wrong person to complete it. So in today's video, I'm going to break it down for you. Okay, everyone, mental DBQs, disability benefit questionnaires. There's several of them out there, but today I'm going to be discussing who can complete a mental health DBQ. A lot of veterans don't know where to go get this information, but don't worry, I am going to show you, and it's a lot easier than what you think, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Slide number one. Here's slide number one. This is the VA's M21-1 manual reference, and it states qualification requirements of examiners / psychological examinations, okay? Now, for mental health DBQs, there are certain people that can complete these DBQs, okay? So you just don't want to go out to the VA's website, print one off, and just take them to any doctor, okay? So it says the following credentialed mental health professionals are qualified to perform CMP psychological examinations. Board certified or board eligible psychiatrists, licensed doctorate level psychologists, or, there's that word or, the following other mental health professionals under the close supervision of a board certified or board eligible psychiatrist or licensed doctorate level psychologist, okay? Under close supervision. Non-licensed doctorate level psychologists working toward licensed psychiatry residents and clinical or counseling psychologists completing a 1-year internship or residency. Okay, that's a lot of information there as it pertains to who. But take a screenshot of this, write it down, okay? And I'm going to show you where else you can find this information. Now, it says close supervision. They got a definition for it. Means that the supervising psychiatrist or psychologist met with the veteran and conferred with the examining mental health professional in providing the diagnosis and the final assessment. So for those individuals that are not in the first 3 bullet comments at the top, but under close supervision, that's what close supervision means. Then it says important for a claim for service connection, SC, for post-traumatic stress disorder based upon a stressor related to the veteran's fear of hostile military or terrorist activity, directs the examination must be conducted by a VA psychiatrist or psychologist or a psychiatrist or psychologist with whom VA has contracted. Now, the reason why I read that is because I was talking to a couple of veterans here recently, and they said, Dwayne, I filed a claim other than PTSD due to fear of hostile military terrorist activity. So they weren't claiming it due to combat. They were claiming, I think one veteran said another person in the unit, they died. So they were claiming PTSD due to that. Another veteran had a separate traumatic event in service that was not combat related. Okay? And the VA employee tells the veteran, oh, no, since it's PTSD, you have to go to a VA contracted examiner. And that's incorrect. What they're stating is, now, if you file that claim due to fear, yes, you do. But if it's other than fear, no, you don't. It's as simple as that. So this is another reason why you want to come out to this M21 manual reference, read it, look at that 38 CFR as well, because they're going to have some of the same information in it, okay? Moving right along, slide number 2. Here in slide number 2, This is a 38 CFR, direct service connection, wartime, and peacetime. Subpart F. Now, I didn't copy this entire 38 CFR. In the first slide, you saw the 38 CFR down in the notes section, okay? So subpart F, subcategory 3, this is what they're talking about right here, okay? And it says an in-service stressor and credible supporting evidence that the claimed in-service stressor occurred. Okay, we all should know by now, because I've done a couple of videos on it, if you're claiming PTSD, you need a stressor. It's not what you say, and they're telling you supporting evidence that the claimed in-service stressor occurred. It's not what you say, it's what you can prove. So again, like that previous slide, due to fear of hostile military terrorist activity, get some evidence showing that you were in Afghanistan, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, somewhere in Southwest Asia, if you're claiming it due to fear of hostile military terrorist activity. Subcategory 3, if a stressor claimed by a veteran is related to the veteran's fear of hostile military or terrorist activity, and the VA psychiatrist or psychologist, or a psychiatrist or psychologist with whom VA has contracted, confirms that the claimed stressor is adequate to support a diagnosis of PTSD and that the veteran's symptoms are related to the claimed stressor in the absence of a clear, convincing evidence to contrary. Okay, so I'm not going to go through, I'm not going to read all of that. Okay, so again, you're hearing this term based on fear. What they're talking about is combat. You served in a combat area. And and this applies to Vietnam veterans as well. Okay, let's keep going. Slide number 3. This is the review PTSD Disability Benefit Questionnaire. This is just the top. Okay, now, if you look at the other mental health DBQ, which is other mental conditions other than PTSD. Okay, so like major depressive disorder, schizophrenia, there's a separate DBQ for that. But if you look at what I have underlined in red, they're giving you the same information that was in the M21 manual reference. So you don't have to go out to the M21 manual reference to find who can complete a mental health DBQ. You can go right to the DBQ, look in the notes section, and there it is. A lot of veterans miss this. The VA is giving you this information in these different documents. You just have to take the time to read it, all right? So those are the individuals that can complete a mental health DBQ. So if you go out and you're looking for treatment, first, come to the VA's website, get a list of these doctors, especially if you're thinking, hey, I'm going to get treatment and I'm going to eventually ask this mental health professional to complete a DBQ. Go out to the VA's website first, okay? Once you do that, you get a list of who can complete it. Then when you go out and do your search for someone to treat you for your mental condition and later get a DBQ completed by them, ask them, what are your qualifications? What are your credentials? And they need to fall in the VA's category, okay? Because a lot of raters, and I've done this when I rated, when DBQs first came out, we had to make sure, especially mental, that that DBQ was filled out per the guidelines. And that examiner met those qualifications. So 2 things, you don't want to waste your time, and you definitely don't want to waste your money if you're paying for this DBQ. You want to make sure the correct individual with the correct credentials are completing it for you. So I hope this helped, but as always, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and don't forget to share this video with your fellow veterans. Thank you.